Oh! Oh my God! It's Monday! Welcome back, everybody. It's a Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day to everybody. Hopefully you are ready to rock and roll that day. It's Monday. It's February 14, 2022. It's time for the morning skate show with the hockey coach, Guru Coach Francis, directly from the chilly Sunshine State. The sun is out, but the 63, 64 is out too. But I can wait. We have a lot of things to do today. We're going to have our insider of the Montreal Canadiens, Mr. Andrew Lepage, is going to join us at 12:15, talking about the Montreal Canadiens. During the weekend, they played 2 games, so we're going to talk about this. I'm going to talk about the fantasy hockey. It's a new segment about the fantasy hockey. So every Monday at that time of the show, I'm going to talk about the fantasy hockey, where I'm going to give you who has the best schedule, what the schedule look like in NHL, who's doing well, who's not doing well, what you should look about your team, who you should maybe let it go, or maybe looking for add new players. So it's a new kind of information we're going to bring to you every Monday, of course. So that'd be great to bring this to you. Also, we're going to give you some injury update. And we're going to talk about a little bit about the Super Bowl. We're going to talk about also about the Olympics. This is another week. And we're going to finally have the final, the women championship between the USA Team Canada. USA beat the Finland this morning. So I'm going to maybe possible to do a live stream of that game. And that's what's happening around what we have today on the morning skate. But the most important is you. You are the one making fun of that show. And we are on the road to the 3,800 subscriber. You can see on my left. And we have about 25 subscribers missing for 38. And then the road is honestly the 4,000 we want to get before the end of the season 21-22. So that's what's happening. Otherwise, hopefully you guys have an amazing, great weekend. Super Bowl. You have a good time to watch the game. Cole, did you watch it? No. Did you watch something? No. Why not? No. I did some video. I did my weekly Montreal Canadiens. I invite you to check the video. It's on the YouTube channel. Oh, don't forget, guys, to watching also or to listening the Independent Box with the hockey coach Guru, Coach Frenchy. It's a podcast. We talk exactly what you cannot watch on the video. You can listening this on the podcast and the Penny Box with Code Frenchy. I invite you to downloading if you have a time. We try to produce 1 or 2 per week, but also invite you to watching the video we did this morning, the reviewing and the preview of the Montreal Canadiens. It's called the Let's Talk Abs series video. I do 1 or 2 times. What we have for you this week, give you a little bit information. We are back tonight at 5 o'clock with our best friend in our tap for the all the prediction. If you turn that, we create a new, the 3-star of the day is going happening. Also, we're going to bring this to you tonight, so it's pretty fun. I think in our tap like it. And then tonight, what do you do, Coach? I'm live stream the Toronto Maple Leafs. They play at 9 o'clock tonight against the Seattle Kraken. So I'm going to do that game. During the weeks, we're going to do Canada, USA. We'll go to Montreal Canadiens Thursday and Sunday. And during the week, I will create a couple of more videos. I did my my top 32 NHL draft mock 2.0. It's out. I'm going to give you a link for that one over there. You can watching my top 32 rank. I'm going to make a video about the top 5, what the Montreal are really looking for that. I'm going to give them a little bit a profile and a description for my top 5, so they give you a little bit more understanding what's going on. The trade bait Montreal Canadiens, I'm going to talk about this week, and that's That's pretty much what I have to do. So that's what give you an idea what it's look like for the Hockey National Show weekly, what is coming for us. So thanks for joining us. We have a few people show up. We have Mr. Jamo Virtanen directly from Finland and the house of Moy. Jamo, you are hopefully you're doing well. I was thinking about you yesterday because I know you have some headache during the weekend. I did not get your pick yesterday, but hopefully everything is look better for you and you're ready to rock and roll the gym and the sauna. What about the beautiful? You are awesome. Yes, she is. Yes, she's back directly from Toronto. The number one fans of the AM34, Miss Kelly back in the house today, and she said to everybody, happy Valentine's Day, everybody, and thank you so much, Kelly. We wish the best for you. Whatever you are, with who you are, we wish an amazing, great day. About that, directly from New York, Mr. Jose Duarte in the house. From Toronto, Ontario, number one fan of Montreal Canadiens, the insider, moderator, and the collaborator of the warm-up show every day, Monday to Friday at 5 o'clock p.m. We're talking about Mr. Inor Tap and the house, the Wolf. Oh, it's cold over there. He's back with us because his team does not play a lot. They have only 6 games this month, and they have only 1 game for the next 2 weeks. Well, this week, I apologize. I'm talking about the Tampa Bay Lightning. I'm talking the number one fans, Mr. Oleg Kolesnikov in the house today. We miss you, Mr. Oleg. Hopefully everything is well in your area and you're doing perfectly great with your health. What about the brother, the half-brother, the one we admire, the one we adorable one, the best one of the two? That's the one we love him deeply because he's a number one fan of Montreal Canadiens. He is back with us this morning for the lunch break. We thanks him to join us every day at that time of the day. Mr. Roger L. back in the house. Kelly said, Matthews, be my Valentine. I wish the best for you, Kelly. Maybe when he's back, maybe you should call him, ask him what he's doing, and maybe have a good time. What about Mr. Dan, directly from Canville in Ontario, number one fans of the Dixon Automobile Group, but he said it's minus 24. And over there, Mr. Dan O'Kelvy, talk about my beach behind me. I'm right there on the beach right now, but it's a bit cold, honestly. Mr. Stratsik, directly from Seattle, back in the house today. Welcome back, number one fans of the Edmonton Oilers and of course, the Seattle Kraken. We'll be interesting now, Stratsik, what the Kraken is going to do tonight against the Leafs. Leafs lost the last 2 games on the road, so we'll see what happened. Welcome back. Back from directement de la belle province de Québec au sud de la province. On dit de la région de Sherbrooke, mais on dit surtout welcome back. J'espère que tu as passé une très belle fin de semaine, que tu as bien pratiqué. Je souligne la présence de M. Nicolas de Gauby-Bonneau. Kenny Matthews et Mona Valentine. Here we go again. Yeah, Armo, Roger. 30 to bigger 8. We love you, Sister Kelly. Amazing 4 goals for Jeff Skinner with 4 goals and 5 points during the weekend. Good morning, directly from Utah, Mr. Ron Whitkings, 20, the winner of the weekend about all the prediction. Welcome, Mr. Ron Kings, Lucky Luke from Utah. Can the Montreal Canadiens get 10 wins? 10 wins. I predict about 14 at my prediction. I believe 14, 15 will be the one they're going to get before the end of the season. RJ Calabro, the number one Insider with all the update about schedule, everything. We talk about Mr. RJ back in the house from New York. Don't forget to click on the likes. That'd be great. I'm fine. Finland beat Sweden 4-3 and OT. Sweden lead the game of 3-0 after 40 minutes. Oh, they come back and win 4-3. That's pretty good. Yamo for the men Olympics. A lot of surprise on that tournament that Canada don't do very well. And Denmark, very surprised what they look like about that one over there. Well, clearly we get 10 wins when we play the leave. Thanks to that, all your day is going well. Mr. Roger Delaney in the house. Same thing, we have -8 and a lot of snow, Yamo said. Put Campbell in the net, please. Oleg, men on a big team from Finland show a very strong hockey. Cannot see the same about the Russia team. No, the Russia, they lost the last game, I believe. So be interesting. Come on down directly from New Brunswick. I'm talking about Mr. Johnny Golden. Yeah, a lot of trade rumors going to be like this until March 21st, honestly. Look like everybody wants to trade the Montreal Canadiens. I would not be surprised they want to trade also UP. It's crazy the way that, you know, I don't know what it's coming from. It's just people want to make a name and say attach someone to trade someone else, everything like that. So we'll see interesting what happened about that. Coach want to do the leave and the As play again February 21st. Directly from Colorado, Denver. The fans of the Colorado Avalanche, they are on fire. The Colorado guys did not lose since December 16. One game at the regular time. December 16. And 2 days, Colorado will be 2 months. They never lose one game. Unbelievable. It just make me crazy about that one over there. Look, give them the Stanley Cup. They are just an amazing, great team right now, from the top to bottom. They play without McKinnon, and it's unbelievable what they look like. Chariot and Gallagher will be in LA. All right. I think Russia is still the favorite. Russia Finland will be a very close game if they play. That will be interesting, Yamo. That's why at the beginning of the Olympic, that's what the prediction was. Shane Wright really played well lately. He's getting a little bit better for sure. Johnny is going to be the first round pick overall when it's coming happen in July. Mr. John Gregor, directly from Boston. Julian Bastos. Julian, welcome aboard. But I don't know where you at, but it could be Buono Noche or Buono Tarde. Como esta? Are we talking about the leave last on Saturday? Again, they cannot, the way they are right now, they're losing at Saturday. They're not going to make the playoff a long run. They don't have enough strong team right now at that moment. It's a team right now, I don't know. They need to find some solution because right now the Toronto are maybe number 4 on the East Conference right now. You have to give credit for the Pittsburgh in that moment in Carolina with Toronto. Carolina is more close to Tampa Bay and Florida Panthers. Then you have the Toronto close with the Pittsburgh area. And I don't know what he's going to do, but if you are a fan about the Toronto, you have to be a little bit worried if Dubas is going to make a trade or not, because they don't have enough right now, I believe, for me at that moment. At least they pick it up at the right time. Please hit the likes. That would be great if you can do that. Coach, are the Avalanche picking too soon? No, in our tap. Listen, in our tap, winning a full month, and any time during the NHL franchise, 1 month, no loss. It's rare. You are 2 months and you didn't lose any game. That's unbelievable. It just makes me like unbelievable right now. I don't know what happening right now. They delete the fact they don't need coach anymore. The coach they don't, but they don't need goaltender at that moment. They're looking good. Yeah, we can talk about the leave last like in our top. So that no, it's not that we don't pick it yet. Vancouver, directement de Vancouver. Awesome. Julian, welcome aboard. And also Buono Noche. Oh, it's the evening. Jesus. Kelly, up, we don't talk about the leave. I'm on the lounge. Don't ruin my lunch, Kelly. Roger said the schedule for Finland won last week for the Olympic gold medal, Canada and USA. Actually, Tampa as Colorado was a spectacular game. Honestly, Oleg, I know you did not come the next day, but us maybe one of the top 5 best team game of the season for me, Oleg. It was just amazing, that game. At the end of the day, does Vancouver play San Jose next? Great question, Julian. I don't have the schedule in front of me. Vancouver. I know the Edmonton play tonight again. The San Jose. And out top, I think LA want to win it. Gali Edano. That was the rumor, Johnny, last week or 2 weeks ago about that. Losing to Mont is also rare. That's it's happening in Montreal, December 28th, I believe, the last game in our top could possible. Coach Justin Old is horrible. He was out for at least 2 goals. Kelly, he struggled. That's the one they need to trade. They want to get there for sure. Leave need defense. Leedy, Mayfield, ex-Islanders, and Erdl about that one of there. I don't know how they can fit Erdl about that one of there and Leedy. The problem at GB is like how they can manage their money salary cap. That's the only thing. And that's a lot of trade that never going to happening in NHL because the money. Now, for the situation with the LA and Montreal, I will slip this right there before we invite Mr. Andrew, is because the LA are not sure if they are in or not. So I don't know why they will trade for them at that moment with Montreal. I think they will wait a little bit more longer before they get there. Ovi gone 8 game with no goal. When do you think he scored? Again, very great question, Ron. I don't know what's going on. I'm not worried about Ovechkin. I'm worried about the Washington Capitals. When they play against Montreal, they struggle, and I don't know what they're going to do. That team need to step up because right now they're going more down. They play barely for 500 the last 2 weeks, 1 month and a half. So they have to figure out some things. Can I score 4 goals? Yes, sir. 4 goals, 1 assist. Il est so inconsistent. Yeah, if you talk about year after year, you're absolutely right. That wasn't very bad. A big test today with the biggest Golden Knight. About that, Washington have a great problem. Oleg. Just said, Coach, is Eagle is anywhere on farm with Martinez coming back that we're going to get one ever series with Canada if it gets well, can I wait? I agree with you about that one over there. Of course, I was exaggerating a little bit about Colorado, about that. Coach, you like Caulfield on the line with Tuszewski. It's funny you bring this, Johnny, because on my poll of the day question, I asked a duo which one you did not like. That line yesterday, I have -3, all of them. And a little bit later, I will go to show to you why they are -3. Nick Suzuki had a really bad game yesterday, and 240. You know what I mean? But it's all about how you manage your situation, how you play on the defensive side about that one over there. So, yes, at some point, it's good. They have a great time last year. But again, it was not playing against the best line on last season. It was more Gallagher and with Dano. Now they play against the best team, and every time Caulfield struggled with his kick 240, and that gave the reason they got -3 yesterday. Anyhow, that's something you have to correct about that one over there. Whatsoever, Caulfield have a good weekend, but I think this for me, it's not good enough to get there. J'ai une pratique ce soir, tant mieux mon Nicolas, and I will watch Los Rangers. Why not welcome Mr. Andrew Lepage? He's waiting in the green room. I'm sure like in our top, he fixed his hair and his beauty before he jumped on the chat. I'm going to welcome him right now and welcome Mr. Andrew Lepage right there. We put in our top between you and me, Mr. Andrew. You are looking great right now. And our top is wearing number 17. Of course, it's a Valentine's Day. Of course, I'm talking about Ellis Valentine, the ex-MLB player for the Montreal Expos, number 17, the right fielder. Maybe one of the biggest arm in history in the baseball major. Ellis Valentine, you never know if he was in or out. You never know if he was. It's maybe he passed all his money at the Paris strip club during his career in Montreal or something like that. That's the Ellis Valentine. Mr. Andrew, welcome aboard.
Welcome. Thank you. And everybody, happy Valentine's. And guys, get your ladies something or you'll be in the doghouse tonight.
Yeah, you have to figure out something because not, me, I'm lucky about that one over there. But Valentine's Day, Steve, is that in our tap? Yeah, it was in our tap. No, Gregor, in our tap has been demoted. We will see a new Ration 5 and St. Louis soon. I agree with you, Oleg. But first of all, thank you to join us today. Of course, we bring you. It's because of Montreal Canadiens, something happening, and you give us your insight, everything like that. We're going to give you a couple minutes, but maybe we can go resume, the first game Saturday. Last time we spoke together, it was Saturday morning, talking about before the pre-game, everything like that. They played Saturday against the Columbus Blue Jackets. They lost by a score of 2-1, goal at the 7-8 second at the end of the game. Patrick Laney scored a one-timer shot on power play. Gave the W 2-1 over the Montreal Canadiens. A little bit what you think about that game, honestly, between the Bleu Blanc Rouge and the Blue Jacket.
I think we played quite well. I think we should have won that game. And I think our buddy, Mr. Petrie, gave it away again. I was quite impressed with Montembeault. The boys played a spirited game, and they looked good, and they deserved a better fate.
Yes, I agree with you about that one over there. Let me check something here. It's like they play so good during that game, right? To win that W and to get at least 1 point. I think that would be the only thing he's missing that Saturday is only 1 point. And, they have other factors. I understand many people point a lot, Jeff Petrie, to that. But at the end of the day, you cannot win those games with only one goal.
That's right.
So, That's right. You can point Petrie, return that. I think he get out the legs out at the worst time, right? But again, it's part of the game, and you should not give the goal on PK, and I can go all the way like that. I think that performance for me, a couple of things. It's more about the performance of Montembeault between the pipes. Have a solid game for them. He keep the team and end the game all the way to the end. And then the work ethic or the team never gave up, and they continue to stay with Columbus. But again, two teams struggle. Two teams gave away the puck. The defensive of Columbus not very good. Mesliking make a big save at the right time when they Caulfield score the only goal for that team over there. The defensive of Montreal struggled a little bit with Whiteman and Glag together. The power play Montreal did not make pass. If I can recall it, I think they have 4 power plays during the second period or something like that. I could be wrong. Sometimes I see too many games, but I think about that. Any other insight about that game overall, Andrew?
Overall, I thought most players were on board, playing well. Caulfield he's just like a different player right now since St. Louis that's been in there. I don't know what Weidman's even in the lineup for. I just think he's utterly too small. And again, I'm concerned. We know that Petrie's a problem, but he's costing us games big time, even Sunday. We're so close to finally grabbing a win, although we all got to be patient. But Sunday I was concerned about Suzuki's game. I didn't like Suzuki's game whatsoever. I found him a little bit on the lazy side Sunday. I don't think that line goes well together. I think Caulfield's better suited with Ryan Paling.
Yeah. Welcome back, Mr. Gerald Hunter. Welcome to the show today.
Hey, buddy.
He said, I've been hard to watch Suzuki at $8 million. Gerald, I'll be honest with you. I understand your point of view. It's $8 million start next year. And I will say to you, by little bit experience, I will say to you, do not judge Suzuki the first 2 years, like not this year, not the next 2 years, where it is $8 million. Where he's going to get his peak a year number 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's what you have to judge is $8 million. He's too young to produce 70 points at 21, 22, 23. Now I say, yeah, but he gave $8 million because that's the new way the league works right now, right? So, and I understand your point of view. I respect, and also I agree with you at some point. I just want to give you another perspective how I see that for the $8 million. In 5 years, now we can consider, is it too much? Is it okay? Everything like that. Right now, we have $900,000, and he produced number one center with the most point with 28. That's good money at that moment for what he does. Elliot Murray is doing a good accent. Steve Colorado is doing amazing, buddy. What happening to McCall scoring all the time? Nicolas, il y a des rumeurs que Toffoli sera envoyé très bientôt à Calgary. Je pense que ça va se faire. I would be honest with you about Toffoli. First of all, Andrew, what do you think about that? It would be trade in Calgary.
Well, I know they're interested. I think we got to be open to all offers. It's really going to depend on what's on the table. Toffoli, to me, is one of the guys that his game has been upped. You know, he's played better since when he came out publicly and made the comment. He wants to be in Montreal. If you're keeping a veteran around, I wouldn't mind seeing him stick around personally. I would rather him off the table and look at somebody else. You know what I'm saying? I prefer to keep him. He's not expensive, and he's been playing much better.
Yep. Don't forget to click on the likes. That'd be great. Toffoli situation, I would tell you just by what I know is if he got trade, it's going to be a good package deal back to Montreal.
Oh, yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
And I don't know what the rumors are, but if I'm Montreal, hopefully they can targeting Sean Monahan.
I'm not that sold on Sean Monahan, tell you the truth. I would rather, like I say, that trade I'm really not interested in getting rid of Toffoli, truthfully.
But again, they would not give Toffoli for nothing. That's the first thing I want to mention to you. We have to have a big deal in return. But I would say to you, get Sean Monahan in the game Toffoli. I'll tell you why. I'll give you an example. What do you think about Sam Bennett with Florida Panthers?
Oh, he looks awesome. Looks awesome.
Okay.
But I just honestly think if we're going to accept Monahan, I think there better be something else in the package coming to us.
My point to you is Sean Monahan is stuck in the system at Darryl Sutter.
Okay, yeah.
So a Monahan with more freedom, a Monahan with more way to get expose more his offensive side. A Monahan play on the top 6 and not on the bottom 6 in Calgary. That would change him completely. I don't say he's going to become, but I think if you make a trade like that, I hope they can looking for Monahan. I don't know the trade. I don't know the rumor exactly. But for me, Monahan, it could be someone. Montreal needs center anyway. And I think that would be good about that. I'll be saying I don't see Toffoli alone to go to Calgary. I see it will be a package deal, but it would be interesting about that one over there. Basically, our system is add that Montreal game, especially second, third period. And on top, add at this, I think we did not mention, Montreal have 34 shots during that second period and the third period versus 10 or 13. So
they definitely worked hard.
That's what happened. Is it the same team? Is this the same ad team went to the finals last year? No. You're missing a lot of pieces of the puzzle, Kelly, about that one over there. You're missing Weber. You're missing Edmondson. You're missing Carey Price. You're missing Jake Allen. You have the players like Drouin is out. You don't have any more Dano. You don't have Perry. And the list continues with other injuries during the season. So That's the problem you get about that one over there. And after big, what do you think of the Super Bowl? Angel confirmed que Toffoli could be going to Calgary, and that we are doing also in on Chariot. There we go. Toffoli a marqué des buts. Si on l'échange, on va en marquer moins. Anyway, I don't know Nicolas. The only I know is he did not score a lot of goals this weekend with -3. No Monahan here. I think for me, I will involve Monahan. I will tell you again, we don't have any center right now. Do you prefer Rand Poland or Sean Monahan?
To be honest with you, I know you're probably not going to like my opinion of this one. I think we should be grabbing hey, we're going to suffer either way. Let's try to get as many first round picks for next season. I'm willing to suffer to that degree. I just think that Monahan's a little up in age, and I think a Toffoli for a Monahan, we're stepping backwards, and I don't want to step backwards.
But again, the problem with Monahan is like his salary cap. That will be another problem you're going to get in return. It's all depends what you get for Toffoli, and my point is like if you get a first round pick, a prospect involved with that part of there, it's better to get a veteran like Monahan. It just surprised me they would trade only Toffoli. I thought they would trade a Toffoli with someone else.
Would they? Maybe a Kulak.
What?
Maybe a Kulak gets thrown into that.
They need a defenseman over there, so I don't know what they would be. But of course, Toffoli and Calgary are helping the team for sure about that one over there. Ron said that, do you think the Blues pulled the trigger for Chariot? That's the one of the team they're looking for, left defenseman, about that one over there. Apparently, team are lined up with the first round pick for Chariot and try to get done dual SES, ESAP. I agree with you about that in our top. We'll have a package to fully a Petrie for Monahan to unload that bad contract of Petrie. The problem with Petrie, I don't think so. Chariot Petrie have a selection of the deals. So they want to go, they have to tell the team which team they want looking for. I don't see any team in Calgary they want, in Canada, Petrie want to go. So I don't think so. There'll be a good fit for him to go back over there. But welcome, Mr. Nerfek. Monahan, you're absolutely right, Gerard, about that one. Toffoli for the first one, a top-level prospect. A Chariot, first one, a third, or a first middle-tier prospect has been reported. Toffoli, a first one, a top-level. Yeah, it makes sense to me. I'm solid on Suzuki fan. He was second star inside of the game. He was off yesterday. That's coming for many young players. He did not add the sophomore line just by the fit of what this year lead abs. I agree with you, Roger, about that one over there for sure. Poland for in a tap. He said Poland. Monahan is not constant. It does not fit the vision of Montreal management. Plus, ML will kill him. How many center we have over 6'3", 6'4"?
Oh my God. Do we have any?
We have 0.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's the reason why that part over there. But again, I understand what you mean by that part. So I can see that one. I do see the upside for Zuki for sure. Absolutely agree with you about that. Gordon tried to move up in the draft and stand down like Berger did. Rito have a quantity. I hope he can get a second first round pick and the 8 or 10 range. The only thing, Johnny, you have 3 first pick. You have 3 round pick, and this season Montreal, you have 1-1, 3, and then 2, and then 1-1, I believe. So possibly they can do that. It all depends. Now you can make also Johnny. A Kulak with a 3rd round pick, and you get a 2nd round pick for the team you talk about. Does it make sense? So you have other option you can manage about that. Kelly said we don't want Petrie here, and I'll be honest with you, Kelly. Petrie does not want to Toronto anyway. I agree with Coach, man. We'll work in Montreal. I still believe he has something inside this. It just feel he does not fit with. It's funny because at the beginning, a lot of people said Goudreau would not fit with Darryl Sutter. And Goudreau fit well, and Monahan does not fit over there.
Exactly.
it's not a good time for him to making trade. The unfair roster value has gone way down. The shit would be hard to get good deal. I'll be surprised, Steve, about that one over there, because you have the asset where the team is looking for the trade deadline. Example, like maybe not Jake Allen, but you'll be surprised at the trade deadline. So what the heck they got it? Because at the trade deadline, you get more what you think they are. Look what happened with David Savard last season. Look what happened with Nick Foligno last season. I don't say you're not agree, Steve, but you'll be surprised the value who they are is more of what we expect. You'll be shocked. So what? Between get a first-round pick or share a first-round pick? Honestly, I don't think so. They deserve that. But because there's a trade deadline, it could happen about that one over there. So we're better interesting. Conclude the show for you. The second game, 5-3, Buffalo over Montreal. Montreal came back with a 2-1 lead, if I can recall it, something like that. Altman score, Armia and Jeff Petrie score, but it was all about the number 53, Jeff Skinner yesterday, 5-3 over the Montreal Canadiens.
Yeah, it was, again, we actually, I think at one point there, we took the lead and we blew it. And again, our buddy comes through for us there. But again, we got to do a better job of, in our own end. We know that. Skinner just seems to have our number for sure. But we had a good effort once again, except, again, I say, I don't know what happens to Suzuki. His defensive game wasn't there whatsoever. Truthfully, there were a few guys that were kind of legging back. That kid that they brought up from Laval played very well. That defenseman, he was probably the best defenseman.
Schoenemann had a great game yesterday.
Yeah, he played
for Montreal Canadiens. It was really impressive, to be honest with you. Martin Saint-Louis mentioned him yesterday about that. I'm going to give you an example here, and I'm going to teach you a little bit hockey. I don't know if I'm right picture, but we'll see. Let's see if I have the right one here. All right. So, the technology, sometimes you have to work on it. Here, the Montreal Canadiens, the first goal yesterday. Well, one of the goals, I believe. All right. You have Dallin here. You have a Buffalo here, if there. And we have three players there. We have Caulfield, Suzuki, and Toffoli over there. We have a defenseman, Romanov, in front of the net, everything like that. Now, you have it's called a 3-2. So, or high system. So, right now, we cover everybody. Caulfield on Thailand. Toffoli right now is supposed to get this guy over there on the right corner at the blue line. But the problem is this part, guys. Is Toffoli, look what he's doing. He's stuck with Dallin.
Yeah.
So that's the problem. So your center cannot be up over there. We should have Toffoli right here at that one on in front of the hash mark over there, in front of Romanov, in case something happening. The second thing I would say to you, look, as a coach, you don't like your player loop. Look, his skate as his ski is turning right now. He's going to do a loop, come back down. You cannot do that. We like to have a stop and go. But again, why Suzuki is there? You're going to tell me, oh yeah, we have a defenseman to another side. That's the job of Toffoli. Now, the guy beside Toffoli is going to be in the middle. That's supposed to be Suzuki. But now we don't have the picture, but that is going to pass the puck to Skinner. Is going to turn at the blue line, at the top circle over there, and then he's going to have a shot. Imagine if Suzuki was in front of Romanov to watching the Sabres coming down. It will definitely put more trouble as Skinner over there. But those kind of stuff like that, it makes its friends in the game. It's all about the defensive zone, everything like that. I would try to give you two more before we jump about that one over there. This is Petrie right there, right? But look what he does. Can you see Petrie at the blue line? You have a Buffalo Sabres beside him, all right? Now, he just tried to pass the puck to Luukkonen. And what he did, he missed Luukkonen. He hit the Alex Duck at the middle like that. Duck, what he does after that, He gave the puck back to Skinner. And now they're going on breakaway over there. Now, Petrie, when he passed the puck, he did not watch the Buffalo Sabre. He turned, and now he let him alone again, and then he go score. And that's the fun of the game over there. And it's just, again, the little details of the game make a big fun right there. I'm going to finish the last one. That's the last goal of the night. About that one over there. I'm not going to give you all the 3 pictures, but I'm going to give you the last picture of the night. They have run out Skinner, but before that, Petrie make a mistake in the corner. I will give it the next one because it's more explicit about that one over there. I want to get him out. There we go. Can you see at the bottom, you can see Suzuki, Kulak, and Petrie in the corner. Petrie passed. We just won the face-off. Petrie passed the puck to Kulak. Kulak got pinched by Tuck, and now Suzuki lose the puck right there. Now Caulfield is too far. It's called a swim in the defensive zone. When you see the center behind after the goal line, you have to be sure you have a winger cover the front of the net. Imagine if Caulfield was there at the front net. And the front net. Now Skinner is not alone after that. Does it make sense? Because after that, look what happened. Skinner, he curl and go there. Now Caulfield is too far. So 2 forward of the Buffalo beat 3 Montreal Canadiens, Kulak, Suzuki, and Petrie. But again, Caulfield is also guilty because he did not go down when you see Suzuki at the goal line. And hockey, we talk about be aware. It's a one-on-one hockey. So it's just the little details I want to sharing with you this morning to make it fun in hockey. And that's make also, where you're losing those kind of game every time. You have a lot of people right now here. Let's jump in here. So what do you get with me? Abs, I look at Prometheus as a 3-3. I said we don't want Petrie, as Gerard said. I agree. Always take experienced player over draft pick, in my opinion. Gerard agree. Get rid of Petrie. I never said get rid of him. He's not my team. Don't care about Gerard. Petrie, let the ball. Zev Lecav, welcome aboard. Thanks for joining us. Jose, I agree with you. Skinner play an amazing, great game. After that 5-drain, Kelly is not at all. I would be surprised if anything would be willing to trade for Petrie. He lost all his value this year. Not even worth a first round pick anymore. No, I would be not surprised he get a prospect and a second round pick minimum about that. Randy N, welcome aboard. Hey coach, I heard Toffoli might be going to Calgary. I was hoping he keep him on such a nice contract. It looked like now some rumors said he signed him in Calgary. Again, if you get Jeremy Pelletier in return, that'd be something about that. Can we get Dustin Wolf? Will be interesting. Calling someone at all is rude. Elliot Freeman made a tweet today. There are some numbling today. Tyler Toffoli in Calgary is picking up. Let's see what he goes. Petrie is not his contract. Okay, it's not really. Is hello guys, I'm working, but I have 5 minutes. Hello coach. Michael Robinson, welcome aboard and see about that one there. Don't go nowhere, guys. I'm going to give you some information about the Fantasy Weekly. That's a new thing I'm starting. If you're part of the everything like that, I'll be helping you a little bit more. Don't forget the guys to click on the likes. 46 game this week, ladies and gentlemen. 46. We have a new unicorn week. What the heck is this unicorn? It's a team play 5 games during the week. So they play usually a back-to-back game. Then they have a day off. They play 1 game. They have a day off. And then after that, they play back-to-back. Have a bug over me. What's going on here? About that one over there. So 5 game for the Edmonton to this week. We have 4. We have Buffalo, Winnipeg, Ottawa, Minnesota, Chicago with 4 game this week. They have only 5 team. We have 17 team with 3 game. We have 7 team, you can see on the screen, with 2 game. And the Tampa Bay and the New Jersey Devils play only 1 game this week. Winnipeg play 4 game at home. That's something you have to pay attention about that one over there. Florida, Anaheim, Boston, Dallas, St. Louis. They have 3 games this week. They're all away. They're all on the road this week. So it'll be interesting what they look like after the 3 weeks, honestly, after the 3 games, because it'll be interesting how Boston's going to do. Dallas, we know how they struggle, Andrew. And Anaheim, they have to fight for stay in the game. That'll be interesting. Who is hot? Dalen Larkin, guys. 11 point and 5 game. 4 goals, 7 point. Patrick Laney, 12 point and 6 game. 2 point per game. 7 goal the last 6 game. Philip Forsberg, 10 point and 6 game. Yeah, 5 and 5. Plus, we don't talk a lot. Tage Thompson, Buffalo Sabres, 18 point and 15 game. We could also mention Jeff Skipper, 7 goal in the last 5 game. Dylan Strome for the Chicago Blackhawks. He was on the rumor a lot to get trade Dylan Strome. Of course, his brother Ryan with the Rangers is a UFA. 14 point, guys, and 13 game. If you want to add one more players on your fantasy team, I would say for Chicago, look for 2 players. Kirby Dak and also Brendan Agel. Agel have 5 points the last 5 games, and Dak have 3 points the last 3 games. Of course, Dak have a difficult year this year. Possible that it's maybe light up for him for there. About the goaltender, guys, just again 8-1 in the last 9 games. What about the Avalanche goaltender? Both of them, whatever you need goaltender right now, you can get Quemper or Francouz. Franco is only 34% in the fantasy league overall. Cam Talbot, 5-0-0 the last 5 games over there. Have an amazing, great. Max Strom, consistent performing with Calgary, 4-0-0. And Matt Murray is 2-2-1. But guys, 1.32 goal again average. Matt Murray for Ottawa. They get out a 5-week game last week with a record of 3-2. Who is cold, Mr. Andrew? And it's me right now because it's cold in Florida today. Just kidding. We have Dylan Dubé, 13 game without goal. Dyson Barry, $4.5 million, $4 million for Edmonton Oilers guy. 11 game with 0 goal. Oh, the number 11, Gaddy, 0 goal in the last 10 game for Brendan. The veteran guys, this has not happened a lot. I love David Perron as a fantasy player. He's been with my team for 6-7 years. If I can catch him, I get him if I can. Perron, right now, only 2 points in the last 11 game. Parashev over there struggled also with Perron. And also Robert Thomas did not have 0 goal for the last 9 games, but he had a couple of points. But just that 3 players over there. On the flip side, guys, look about Brenton Shan and Blues have an amazing, great run right now. 7 points the last 4 games. Zach Eichmann, everybody was giving him about 30, 35 goals and Drew at the beginning of the season because now he was playing with McDavid and, of course, Tressadol at some point. He have only 3 goals in the last 18 games. Eichmann. He have only 3 power play goals this season with the Edmonton guys, and you have a good run. I think you have 25 points, 42 games or 44, but still, Hyman right now is in a really big slump over there. If you have a fantasy team and you're looking for players, watch the Edmonton. They play 5 games. Fogel, Yamamoto, those kind of players right now are not in many league drafted. So you can look on the waiver list players. You can add those players. Then also you have also Zach Cashin is out now for 4 to 8 weeks with a broken jaw. So that's on the blue for the Oilers. But 5 games this week for Oilers. If you have Trussell McDavid, you could have a good week overall. But pay attention on this. And, of course, Kane is not everywhere. So it may be Evander. Kane could take advantage. Bouchard, if you know that. But also, if you have let it go and maybe add a plus at the bottom of the lineup to maybe have 1, 2, 3 points this week because they play 5 games. That's maybe an advantage. Goaltender, really cold. Montembeault, we know what's going on with him. Whatever, he played better. He's looking bad. I did not put Primo there. He was the worst, and he's out anyway. Martin Jones for the Flyers, 0-5-0 over there. Mike Smith, I know he have winning, but he is 1-4-1 at 4.85. Bennington, OMG, 1-5-0 for Bennington is not looking good over there. Uso is going great over there. And then same situation with Chris Traeger. Have a very bad time with the Kraken. That's complete, guys. The Fantasy Hockey bring by the Hockey Nation Live Show. Every Monday now, we're going to bring those kind of information to you. If you play Fantasy Hockey or if you play daily or something like that, I think you have to remember those. Someone is called, nobody talk about this, Joe Pavelski. 0 goal in the last 6 games for the Dallas Star. So very interesting about that one there. The stream at the feed, Mr. Andrew, is fire up right now. I don't know what's going on. I just see the number back and forth. And I did not follow anybody. I don't know what they're looking for. Don't bring about what they are talking about. Great information. Thank you so much, Mr. Nerfek. Is there 2 pit league in the league? Yes, they have 2 pit league in the league. Use out, pire que Bergevin. Pas vraiment, Nicolas. Nicolas, il est juste là pour 2 semaines. Donc, il faut lui donner une chance, là. Bergevin, c'est l'équipe qui va mal, c'est à cause de Bergevin. Les mauvais contrats qu'on a, c'est à cause de Bergevin. Donc, je ne sais pas comment tu peux considérer ça, dire qu'il est meilleur que Hughes. Le gars, il est juste là. C'est comme tu me dirais présentement, Martin Saint-Louis est pire que Dominique Charles. Il faut être patient. Ça va prendre 5 ans. Dans 5 ans, Nicolas, là, tu peux le comparer, Bergevin. Là, tu peux nous dire s'il est vraiment bon ou il n'est pas bon. Mais tu compares quelqu'un en 3 semaines. Mais non, ça n'a pas d'allure. Let me clarify. I'm more afraid of Inotap Barber of Inotap Karate Skill. Thank you. Inotap does not coach a trade on his phone. Mauvaise trade to Folie. Je ne sais pas, Nicolas, tu ne sais pas qui a reçu en retour. S'il reçoit un premier round puis il reçoit un bon prospect, Jérémy Pelletier, moi, je trouve que c'est un très bon échange. On est en reconstruction. Ça nous prend des jeunes. Full deal to fully trade for the first and the first round pick, Tyler Pitlick and Emil Henneman. To fully trade for the 2022 first top 10 protected. Well, that's nothing. Tyler Pitlick and Emil Henneman. Your first impression, Andrew?
Of
the trade, Montreal just trade Tyler Toffoli for the first round pick, 2024 fifth round pick, Tyler Pitlick and Emil Henneman.
I like it. If they got a first round pick for him in there, I like it. I hate to see him out of the vets go, but if we got a first rounder and some add on there, hey, why not? Although I wish it was next year's first round.
So Yamo said they trade again. That's confirmed by Yamo, Emil Henneman and Tyler Pitlick. Wow.
That's big, huge. Didn't expect that. Didn't expect that.
As a breaking news, look like. Je pense qu'on n'est plus en recette. Non, Nicolas, on est vraiment en reconstruction. Coach, I like the deal more que the rate for me to not know enough of these days. Thanks all. Roger, very lucky. Have so much now. Yeah, I'm quiet because I'm not happy about that.
No. I would have been happier if it was next year's draft, a number 1 for next year. But I don't know how strong the 25.
If you look about this, right? You get a first round pick. Okay. So it's going to be about 24, 27.
Yeah. Yeah.
Forget the 5-round pick. Forget Tyler Pitlick. Now it's Eminem. So Eminem, it was trade, I believe. It was coming from a trade for the Florida Panthers with Sam Bennett, if I can recall it. He came. I'm sorry again.
I'm surprised the Habs haven't looked at Manapinanji in Calgary. That kid, they don't even think they're going to hold on to him because they don't think they can afford him. I don't know why we wouldn't be looking that direction. There's a lot of talk that they're probably going to have to let him walk in the offseason.
He was drafted here you go. He was drafted by the Florida Panthers, the second-round pick, 40-round pick. He played only in Sweden League at that moment. Is 20... He was born in 2001. So he's 20 years old right now. He played in Sweden for Leksand GIF. You have 11 goals. You have 16 points and 36 games. Surprised.
Yeah, very.
So right wing, shoulder left. I knew he was drafted by the Florida Panthers. I did not know which rank it was.
I think that's really going to help.
I don't know. So, like I said, Emil Ineman is the key on that one with their prospect. They didn't want to trade Peltier. I would to keep Toffoli. We have to think a little bit longer about that to find out the cause this year. They're getting one of the top 2 picks this season. They have now 2 picks on that one. Generally is the Swedish Ice Hockey Plus. Mangiapane scored a lot. Coach, you remember that this year is a buyer market, so he's not a bad return. He the see Toffoli good, but but do you trade Hoffman or you trade Toffoli? I don't know.
I would have traded
late first round pick on this draft when we left wing Yamo. Had to trade Kessel if enough to help them to get Matthews. Nobody, that's one of pas de sens. Yes, Nicolas. For what I understand now for that trade, and now Montreal is completely going to rebuild.
Yeah,
it's not a reset, right? It's not like because now you gave maybe one of your top 3 best player forward, so it's completely rebuilt at that moment. That's the sign, the signal about that one over there.
I agree.
So that's why I've been Rob Montreal and that trade, Steve G, about that. It depends. Play for the Lieutenant Michael Robinson, November 16. Here we go. Here we go. Left wing. Sur le compte de Twitter, les Flames et les Sabres n'ont pas confirmé. Normalement, Nicolas, c'est jamais confirmé pour eux autres avant à peu près 1 à 2 heures après le scoop of quelqu'un dans le hockey. Donc, ça va être confirmé dans les heures à venir. Certainement, à RDS, présentement, ça a sûrement jasé de ça. Pour l'instant. Big breaking news, the Montreal Canadiens trade Tyler Toffoli to the Calgary Flames. In return, they get the rookie prospect, Emil Heineman, and return also a first-round pick at that moment for that one. I would be curious to give you guys just an example. If I look the standing at that moment, and we did this is over today, all right? And I'm going to go by point percentage. Calgary is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So Montreal will now get a 23rd round pick. If they can get a 20 or 19, that's 4, 5. You can get a great pick over there in return. And that's still at 23, 24. I will give you an example. I know I'm jumping left and right, guys. Stay with me. Don't go nowhere. All right. I'll give you an example what my pick are, Mr. Andrew. Sorry if I keep you here.
That's okay.
This is my pick right now. My first round. I'm going to give you about that one over there. Let's go about 20. Philippe Mézard. You have Noah Ostlund, David Goyette, Pavel Mintyukov, Marco Kasper, Elias Salomonsen, another Sweden defenseman over there, very solid. Jack Hughes, the son of who? Ken Hughes.
Wow.
All right.
Wow.
Everybody asking me why Jordan Harris can sign. Look where he played Jack Hughes and Drew.
Exactly.
He played with the Jordan Harris over there.
Yep.
You have the defenseman Ty Nelson for Norway also. You have the kids play for the Gatineau, Tristan Luneau. I think he could be a little bit more 34, 35. Whoops. I tried to bring this up. I cannot go farther. I tried to go higher. So, there we go. Of course, this is not the perfect, but I give you an example what kind of player they can get at that moment over there. They have a couple of great players. If they can go, Mr. Andrew, between 19 to 25, all right? They have a lot of good prospect players over there. The Cutter, Colchi, and Junior over there. Isaac Howard can go lower. What about Simmons Casey? Could be a little bit lower. Rudder McCall, there, it could be another one over there. And who knows after that? Kevin Koszczynski is another one for the Seattle Thunderbird. It can be that one over there. So that gives you an idea for the first round pick, guys, what he can get in return about that one over there. Wow, la nouvelle, Bruno. Bienvenue. Welcome aboard. Thanks, Bonami. I forget about that. Yeah, it's a rebuild. That's the only way you can make the team fit the image vision of what US Gordon wanted. Wow, la nouvelle, Bruno. Okay, Emil Henneman was a second round pick in 2020. Yes. I've got an extra player in the trade. They will need to open up a roster spot to make a room. Steve G. Taylor Pitlick is just through a 30 years old checker. Question, do they let him go in the summer? Yes, definitely, Michael. I don't see Tyler. Tyler was Vancouver, I believe, before that, or Los Angeles. Gauthier could be nice. Hey, John Gregor. Michael Pitlick would be let it go. Is the UFA is no what spin a bucket. It's all about the prospect. We don't have him. John Nicolas, je suis énormément surpris que ce soit Toffoli qui part en premier gars, voulait rester. Oui, mais ils ont reçu un premier choix en retour. Calgary dans leur trash, Steve G. Not really, honestly, Steve, they just is only Pitlick at that moment. Gauthier is a 6'3", a great pick. Alone can do what Toffoli did eventually. Hey, Gregor, back to work. See you in the fire discussion about that one over there. CG is the first, not Michael, if about that one over there. So,
wow,
very interesting news, guys. Again, we mentioned about the pick about that one over there. So the Montreal Canadiens trade Tyler Toffoli to the Calgary Flames and return first round pick 2022, the fifth round pick 2024, and also, of course, Tyler Pitlick and Emil Benjamin, I believe his last name, or Henneman, and a Sweden kid, 20 years old, everything. So they got a prospect, and I gave them information. I'm going to give you a little bit more information at 5 o'clock. I'm going to make a graphic about Henneman, what it was pick, and which prospect is, and the Calgary Flame organization, everything like that. And look, Henneman right now in my head, quickly, it reminds me a little bit JC Ilonen for the Laval Rocket. Similar kind of players, I can tell you about him quickly. Pitlick is just a down players. for the both team. It's going to make nothing helping Albert, more Montreal or anything like that. So I'm not concerned about that one over there. They got a 5-round pick and they got a 1st-round pick. The beauty of this Calgary now is to be sure they lose more game and they can drop more deeper in the standing. That would be awesome for the Montreal Canadiens. What could happen about that one over there? Again, I still believe they can drop about 13 in the standing. Would be interesting what they look like about that. But good for them to get their 240. Nicolas, the third pit lick. We got all the pit lick in hockey right now. We have the Tyler, the Ram, and also the young pit lick right now in the college NCAA. On échange, un Tyler versus un Tyler. Je parle de Tyler Pitlick. Yes, sir, mon Nicolas. Emin is on Laval next season. Possible, Johnny. Everything like that could happen. You have a reason why he's still over there this season. I don't know what is ELC. I don't have the contract in front of me. Honestly, Johnny, it's something I have to look about this a bit later. Got to keep in mind they are more in the work and they would keep simulate the market now for better run for Montreal Plus. Now, Montreal can get Calgary. Listen what's happening right now. Now, a lot of people will be frustrated right now. I'll be calm down. They get the Calgary 1st-round pick.
Yeah.
They maybe get 1 1st-round pick with Sharia.
Yep.
All right? And they maybe get a 2nd-round pick for someone else. For Petrie. All right? Now, you can do something. You can trade a 1st-round pick, the 2nd-round pick, and you can drop from 23 to 16 or to 14. So that gives them a little bit more, some option for them to have a lower pick or to trade for next season, the 2023, to have a lower pick also. So I don't see badly. I see a little bit more deeper, and I give them better full hands of management, a better pick if they have to. Johnny Golden at the beginning show said Montreal would use like to go higher, not lower. So that would be another option for that one over there.
You know, it's not a bad trade. It's really not if they want to rebuild. Yeah. It's just that we thought that Toffoli was going to be a part of it for a veteran. So it's not a bad trade at all, really, for a rebuild.
No, at the end of the day, you get a 1st-round pick for Toffoli.
Yeah, exactly.
All right? And that's pretty much it about that one over there. And the extra is really an Emin. And what he get in return will be next during the NHL 22. Calgary is out team right way. You know what you remind me? And the people will say, oh, yeah, but it's Toffoli. It remind me, Palmieri, New Jersey Devils, got 3 Islanders, and they got a 1st-round pick. And the New York Islanders that year, 2 years ago, they have 3 1st-round pick.
Yeah.
That's the way they do that. Yeah. What line Toffoli will play and Flame? 2nd line, Yamo. At that moment, on the right wing, they play Manchepeni right now with Backlum, I believe, and someone else on the right. Usually there was used Blake Coleman. Now they will drop Blake Coleman on the 3rd line, and now you can mix a couple of players over there, and so that would be the thing I would say. From Calgary perspective, hopefully is a great pickup, and he will help scoring. Absolutely right about that in our top. This other coach Toffoli and Lessons Kings. Yes, sir. AYKYT in the house. Absolutely. I'm guessing Toffoli on the 2nd line. Steve G. Norman Flynn said he can go from bad to worse with the new regime. That's normal. Renault, Norman Flynn has always been negative about the Montreal Canadiens. He's an Ottawa Senator. So everything Norman Flynn talk, he go in here and he go out that way. I have no respect for Norman Flynn. Truly one of the worst analysts in hockey and any level you can name it. So I don't have no problem with that part about him. To be honest with you, Renault, about that. Coach is the GOAT. It would be nice for Toffoli to be back. Thank you so much. Be back with a coach. He helped him win a cup. Renault. Not enough package and return for Tyler Toffoli.
It is.
I don't know what you expect from Tyler Toffoli. You know what I mean? Like,
Tyler Toffoli is not your elite player. You know what I'm saying? It was a good trade, really, if you're in a rebuild. We got more than enough there. And guys, you got to understand. Yes, we're going to have moments if we're unloading. We're going to look worse, but that's what you go through in a rebuild.
now,
Until the vast majority.
Toffoli have 9 goals this year.
Exactly. That's nothing special.
I gave him about 22 goals after 82 games. You get a first round pick in return.
Yep.
You're on the direction to rebuild. Do you rebuild with a 20 years old, or you build with a guy is 30 years old next year?
That's right.
I don't so. I think it's great.
Yep, me too.
And CHL, Toffoli is a top 20 ever. I don't know about this, Renault. I don't think so. Honestly, if you think about this, you have one season with Ottawa, you have 57 goals. Well, 2 seasons, 57, 52. You have so many other players, and he played 4 years, and he did it at 20 years old. So, is 100 points, Suzuki did it in the OHL, if I can recall it. So, no.
I agree.
Calgary newspaper headline last month, high energy prospect, aiming for hopefully a lot season Calgary. Johnny, I will going to make a video and all the information about him in the next couple of hours when I get out here. 111, guys, we are out almost here. We want to be sure we cover everything. We give you more information. I apologize. At the end of the Mario, 282 points in CHL. Now you talk about Renault. You talk about Mario Lemieux. What about What about Renault, Real Clusy?
That's right.
And CHL, Real Clusy. They have another one play for Quebec. He never make the NHL very well. I forget his name. I think he played for all. I could be wrong. But anyhow, Mr. Andrew, you don't go nowhere. It's your time to celebrate your question. We're going to go, guys, on the question of the show right now.
Oh, my God!
That's what Andrew just said. Oh, my God, again? I'm going to be losing again? Just kidding about that. About that. Lafontaine, no. He never been really good in NHL. And his name is maybe Plia Sarel. Who will the ad try to keep it? The one they cannot trade. Just kidding, Ron. Honestly, Gallagher tried to get out also. How does Anaheim and Pickley feel about getting traded to the worst team in NHL? I imagine not very excited about it after the playoff team. Not really, Steve. Pitlick, he was like what, played 11, 12. Anaheim don't make any friends for him. He does not play over there, Steve. So for me, I would be honest with you, it's a business.
Yeah.
Right? Of course, they'll be, they'll be frustrated, poor Pitlick. But overall, for Anaheim, you have no. For me, if you're a rookie like Anaheim, so that's great. I have better chance to make the lineup and play in NHL. That would be the good way about that one. Apparently, now Flame are trying to get Chariot, but Montreal want Matt Coronado and the deal. Is that Ram cousin about that one, Mike? Very good question about that, if you're related. I know Pitlick for the Montreal Canadiens is already his brother. Whoops, I'm going to move this a little bit more. How many players have 1 point and plus, like 2-3 points this weekend, Saturday, Sunday? 144 players have 1 point on that. Mike Zach, welcome. Zach Pins, Abs is the man. Welcome aboard, Zach. Nicolas said under. I'll take a note. We have Renault under. In our tap, under.
Under.
AZ under. André Lepage under. We have Yamo Yavartinen said under. Round Queen, round 20 under. John Grega under. Nobody took over. Pretty good. Kelly said under. Oh, Kelly was the last minute. It's easy. Renaud, wants you ask Alexa. Alexa, how many players have a 1 point this weekend? Alexa said under 140 point. 140 players have a 1 point. Congratulations for the winner. Everybody look good so far. Question number 2. How many how many power play goal this weekend have this weekend? How many power play goal by players have a goal this weekend? Is it 15 over or under? How many players have a 1 goal power play goal this weekend? Two. Yamo in our top 2. Max up 2. Kelly 2. Yamo. What was your first answer, Yamo? That's 2. Probably not perfect. Under.
Will be
What your answer, Andrew?
B.
B.
Yeah.
Over.
Yeah.
Ron Quinn's over. Jose Duarte said 1. What about John Gregor? Nobody know John Gregor? I'm waiting for John Gregor answer. Nobody can tell me John Gregor answer. John Gregor 1. John Gregor 2. John Gregor 3. John Gregor maybe not. Maybe with. The answer is B, over. Renaud is on fire this morning. And he's lucky he got all my question. How many players have 30 shifts and more this weekend? How many players have 30 shifts and more this weekend? I said 32. Over or under? How many players have 30 shifts a plus this weekend? Renaud said B, over. No, he said A, under. Nicolas said over. And Atap said over.
Over.
Andrew said over. Jose Duarte said under. Yamu said over. Kelly said over. No, Ron said over. Wow. So we have about 6 players could win this contest if there was the right answer. I'm not sure about Jose Duarte. And Jose Duarte, you have to reconfirm with me. Because I don't know your first answer, Jose Duarte. But you could be win also, but I don't know if you are right the first one. Honestly, you are right. So we have 2 winners today because the answer guy is under at 30 players. Have only 30 shifts. And Renaud win and Jose Duarte are the winner of the show today. Congratulations for both of them.
Guys.
And they are 3-3 today. We have Yamo, Ron, Enotap, Kelly, Andrew have 2 today. And maybe other one, but congratulations. Kelly said, thanks a lot in our tap. She copied in our tap. Everybody got screwed by in our tap. Oh my God. It was great to see that about that. So Look, guys, that concludes another long show. We love to be online a lot, and thank you for every likes we got. It was a great show. Montreal Canadiens trade Tyler Toffoli to the Calgary Flames and return the first round pick 2022, Tyler Pitlick, Emil Ben-Heineman, and then finally the fifth round and 2024. That's conclude another forward, usually max out at 20 ship. Jose, you got it about that one over there. And congratulations, Mr. Jose Duarte, and of course, Mr. Renault for your winner. Don't forget, tonight we are back at 5 o'clock for your prediction. We review the result of the weekend. We have the congratulations banners. It's going to be on. This is a new. You're going to have all the results at the bottom, but we're going to mention a special winner of the right score, the fantasy, and of course, the selection, the best prediction of the team. So that's what happening today. Happening that. Mr. Andrew, it was always a pleasure to having you aboard today. Thanks for your answer for the Montreal Canadiens. We're going to release you for a couple of days now. The Montreal play only Thursday. I'm going to maybe help you to bring back the next couple of days. But until then, we wish you an amazing, great day and great weeks, Mr. Andrew. Thanks for your insider every time.
Great one. Enjoy Valentine's, everybody. And now we know we are definitely in a rebuild. Good luck, guys.
You're absolutely right about that one, Mr. Andrew. We wish you an amazing, great day. Look for about that. So, ladies and gentlemen, we wish you an amazing, great Valentine's Day also, like I'm sure. But before we leave, we want to remind you, of course, you are awesome. You are amazing. You are the best. And remember, you have greatness inside of you. Thank you so much, everybody. It was an amazing, great show of the morning skate with everybody. Thanks for your support. Thanks to join us. And of course, don't forget, we are back at 5 o'clock and 9 o'clock tonight. I look forward to see you. We're going to talk a little bit more about the transaction for the Montreal Canadiens, Tyler Toffoli with Emil Ben-Heineman and everything like that. And we wish you an amazing, great day. Of course, don't forget, you have be well, be healthy, and find a way not only to dominate your day, but find a way to dominate your 2022. Have an amazing, blessing day, everybody. See you. Have a good one, Johnny. And after that, Nicolas. Merci. Renaud, Kelly, Jose, Andrew, Ron King, Steve G, Nerfek, Yamo, Mike Zuck, Johnny Golden, John Grega, Ron King 20, Zeph LeCave, and maybe Zach Pins, John Grega. I forgot one of you, we apologize.